I have already spent around 15 hours in Nightingale and will get you a good understanding on what this game has to offer and whether it's something you might enjoy. For the sake of a fresh and mostly unspoiled experience for you, I will only show footage from my first 4 to 5 hours of the game. Let's do this in under 5 minutes. This is an open world survival crafting game, playable solo or co-op. However, it is online only, which is part of the reason it's getting mixed reviews right now. You begin in a very detailed, but also kinda weird character creator. It's kind of a challenge to not make your character look ugly or disfigured, but after enough time and adjustments, you'll get the job done eventually. Their tutorial is one of the game's biggest weaknesses, in my opinion. It's pretty boring, doesn't feel like natural progression, but instead just a checkbox with stuff the game wants you to do. The opening cutscene introducing you to the game's story, set in a Victorian-themed gas lamp fantasy world, was very good on the other hand. Finish the tutorial and the game finally opens up to you quite a bit. You are introduced to realm cards, the game's core mechanic that lets you jump between realms and also intricately modify your experience, which you all have to do because humanity suffered a calamity quite a while ago. And now you can't get back to the city of Nightingale, the last bastion of safety. Realm cards in Nightingale are the main way to progress. You mix biome cards with modifier cards to tweak the challenges, enemies and conditions. Each card combination opens up new worlds to explore. You have to earn these cards through gameplay, and you have a respite realm that acts as your home realm, where you can fast travel to at any time. Realms are procedurally generated, and the procedural generation is better than I expected. Sometimes you will see similarities, but overall, the worlds are worth exploring, with cool and rewarding new stuff, and NPCs to find. Their companions are a cool addition to the game. While they're not the most talkative or charismatic NPCs, they're especially useful for transportation and storing things, but also to revive you. They also make you feel a bit less lonely if you play solo. The main way of unlocking new buildings and crafting recipes is by seeking out essence traders that are scattered across the realms. At first it's almost a bit too easy to buy items and recipes from them, as the currency needed is ridiculously easy to get in the beginning. However, this will get more balanced as you progress the game and unlock higher tier essences and rewards. I like the very substantial repertoire of unlockable items, buildings and cards, as well as the general progression here. With the game's tier system, there's always something better and more exciting to unlock. You can play the game at your own pace, so if you want to spend hours just building and decorating your mansion while not doing anything else, you can totally do that. I will give this game credit for it featuring an actual narrative. The game being in early access means it's not yet finished, of course, but you do at least have an ultimate goal and quite a bit of lore if you're into that. Building is surprisingly well done. I like it a good chunk more than Palworld's current state of building, in fact. Everything snaps together properly and the blueprint building system is very convenient and reliable. There are also a ton of different building elements to unlock, so building fans will probably enjoy this a lot. Performance-wise, the game runs good for me on a 4090, except for one crash that was caused by frame generation. There definitely are some optimization issues going on various systems out there, so keep in mind that the game is a bit rough around the edges when it comes to optimization. I would still say that for an early access launch, the game runs fairly well. Crafting in this game is satisfying, rewarding and extensive, with all the different tier levels, but it's also pretty cumbersome with this overly complicated user interface. But there are also so many production lines that it can quickly become overwhelming. Just in the first few hours, you will need at least 10 different kinds of production buildings. I enjoy an intricate crafting aspect in games, but if you're someone who likes to get stuff done with as little clicks and effort as possible, you may not enjoy crafting as much here. I dislike the missing quality of life features, like auto-sorting chests, auto-stacking, crafting from storage, etc. Though it should be said that the developers assured that this will be improved, and I like that the auto-fill option for crafting is at least there. Combat exists, and in my opinion, it's a mixed bag right now. There is a very decent amount of enemy variety, but it's pretty clunky and repetitive at the moment. Though I'll say it does get better and more refined as you unlock more things, especially magic and spells. What needs work in general are many of of the animations. They are really not all that great, and lead to the rather clunky feeling. Purely graphically speaking, however, this game can really look beautiful. It depends a bit on the realm, to be honest. But maxed out, this is not a bad looking game at all. While this game is far from perfect, and there's no denying that it needs much more time to cook for this to be the experience it's ultimately supposed to be, I somehow found myself enjoying this game a lot. If you're not yet burnt out from the survival genre, you're getting a neat survival game that's realistically priced, with a unique twist to its whole progression system, fun base building, and companion system. Possibly a bright future for this game, given by how transparent and responsive the developer team is, and a lot of early access typical bugs and issues. That's it from me. If you think your time was well spent here, a like is appreciated. I'll see you next time.